Hey guys, we Solo here, aka the Skeleton King. Beta shenanigans reached a boiling point today. Someone claimed that Necros would have been the best Dclone and Rathma farmer in Season 5, that was last season, if it weren't for the change to summons following you upon entering the portals. Bullshit. For one, Dclone, yes, blunderbores really help you get through the first 35%. In no way in Season 4 or in Season 5, when Necros got slightly nerfed with Desecrate, would we have been good. And if you want to talk about Rathma, well, guess what? You can resummon any menu you want, any of the good ones, right before you enter Mendeln or Rathma or the duo fight. If you think they're that good, watch this.
Alright, hey guys, it's Woog here. I'm just going through a video I recorded of doing Cobra Strike Sin, which is kind of the poison melee sin. I got this idea from OP Dude, actually came out to me and asked me if I wanted to play around with this. He had discussed this idea back in early ladder with Mink, and I think Stoic was involved there too. But we kind of just went through on softcore here to make a best in slot, let's say, Cobra Strike Sin, which is actually a really fast, really cool build. In this video, I'm kind of doing a speed run of Rathma, so trying to do it as fast as I can. I don't know why I'm killing minions here, but I just wanted to showcase how fast this build really is. So at the beginning, for this fight, if you stay on these steps here and start damaging Mendelin once he teleports to you, you can actually make it so he only spawns a single golem, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of waiting. And then there's a single golem, I dragonflight over, refill my pots, wait for a tower aggro, and then go in. So now he's already onto his second phase because of the poison damage, and because the towers are desynced only to shoot maximum 2 at once, I can face tank in melee range and apply the Cobra Strike constantly, and I'm never in danger of one shots. You see there, skip the entire fight. Basically, he only spawns the golems at certain health intervals. So if you're able to damage him quickly enough while he's in an animation, to pass that interval, he'll go to his next phase, which would then be the poison phase. So you can pretty much chain the poison phases back to back to back to never get a golem phase, and that kind of speeds it up immensely, as you saw there. But yeah, making sure the towers are only 2 at a time is kind of ideal to get that speed. You can do it when there's 4 at a time, but you have to step out when right before they hit you, so you don't get a chance of one shot. Rathma, there's not much special. I have had it where you can skip all the phases before, but it really depends if he goes into his 3 teleport animation or not. Obviously here was Cat's Cobra Strike coming in to kill the Void Knights, and then just back into it. So Cobra Strike is a 3 charge ability. It has basically 2 poison, really high poison nuke AoEs, and 1 kind of life leech ability in the middle. But you kind of just are charging it up and it'll release itself, but also if you use Dragonflight, that also extends a charge, so you can kind of charge it up and then Dragonflight over to one-shot the Void Knights, as you see there. So we had 2 phases there. He's probably going to spawn a 3-1. Sometimes you can skip this 3rd one here if you damage him enough with poison before he goes immune. I didn't quite get it here. I took a lot of damage there, actually. Yeah, it's kind of one of the issues when you speedrun a bit. You kind of take a bit more damage than is necessary. You saw there I had the swirl above my head. That happens from a curse from Rathma, which stops you from teleporting. So this also affects Dragonflight. So you can't actually Dragonflight to your cursor while that curse is on it, but it goes away pretty quickly. So I did take extra damage there, but as you saw, I only used a belt, so I was just trying to do really fast. So you can do this build, let's say, a lot safer, and it's not that much slower, is what I'll say. It's still pretty quick, but you see we're in the Void now at only 3 minutes and 25-second game time. You can do it a little bit faster, but this is pretty fast. You see the Poison Novas coming out, it's because I'm using Venom, which I'll show at the end. So that has some Poison Nova on Strike. It doesn't really do that much damage. The main damage you have from Cobra Strike is that little tiny Cone Nova you see come out, and a Poison Cloud. Those are the 2 main ones here. At the beginning of the fight, you just want to focus down Mendelin. You see he went to his 1st phase, but before he even finishes that phase, or just at the end, I kill him. So you just antidote the 1 Nova there at the end, and then you can move on to Rathma. Now Rathma, see that 3 teleport thing he did there? You can skip a phase while he's doing that because it's a long animation. And as you saw, I actually skipped all the phases, so he didn't spawn any knights there. Just the damage is too quick for him to do it. So Plague is what I meant, not Venom. So that's Plague. We're mainly using that for the Cleansing Aura and for the high skills. Rathma Armor, Andy's Visage, Mara's, Bartek's for just the plus skills and Poison Facets, some nice boots, some Nature's Piece. The belt and armor isn't necessary. You can do Verdungos and a Bramble, and it's the same. It's not that much different. It'll be a little bit slower, but it's basically the same. Skills, you just really want to max Cobra Strike and Venom, and then you want to get your Claw block up and your Fade up, and that's pretty much it. It's a really quick build. I think we'll get into some Poison Strike Necro after this. I just want to showcase this. Thanks, guys.